What if something you've been drinking for your health was quietly doing more than you realized? Not just helping your body, but changing it in ways that may be permanent. In kitchens across America, tucked into spice jars and teacups, is a popular natural remedy, clove and cinnamon water. You've probably seen it online. Maybe a friend swears by it. Maybe you've even tried it yourself. But here's what most people don't know. When these two spices mix, they don't just add flavor. They create a chemical reaction inside your body, one that can be incredibly helpful, but also surprisingly powerful. And if you're over 60, that power can work differently than you expect. Because your body isn't 30 anymore. Your organs respond slower. Your immune system is more sensitive. And the way you process strong spices like clove and cinnamon, that changes too. What starts as a gentle tea can slowly affect your heart, your digestion, even your brain. And the effects can build up before you notice. This video is here to help you understand what's really happening. We'll walk through what science is starting to discover about the clove and cinnamon combination. The benefits are real, but so are the risks if it's used too often or in the wrong way. You'll learn how it works, who should be cautious, and how to enjoy the benefits safely without triggering unwanted reactions. Have you ever felt strange after drinking something healthy and couldn't quite explain it? Or have you added cinnamon and clove to your routine and felt better in ways you didn't expect? If so, you're not alone. Let's start with the reason this everyday mix is catching researchers off guard and why it may be doing more inside your body than you think. The natural duo with unexpected power. Clove and cinnamon are two of the oldest healing spices in the world. People have used them for generations to ease pain, fight infection, and flavor food. But something interesting happens when you combine them. They don't just work side by side, they actually start to activate and enhance each other's effects in the body. Modern research is starting to notice what traditional medicine has known for centuries. When clove and cinnamon are taken together, they may interact with certain enzymes, help balance blood sugar more effectively, and even offer stronger antioxidant protection than either spice alone. Scientists call this a synergistic effect. But for older adults, synergy like this can be a double-edged sword. Your body is more sensitive now. What might feel like a mild boost at age 40 can hit harder at age 70. That's why understanding this combination matters. The goal isn't to avoid it completely. It's to respect its strength. Because when used wisely, this duo may help your immune system, your circulation, even your memory. But when used too often or in high amounts, it might overwhelm your system instead of support it. That's why we're breaking this down today. Because sometimes the most powerful remedies aren't the ones you find on a store shelf. They're the ones already sitting quietly in your kitchen. Immunity or overstimulation. The surprising immune reaction. Let's start with your immune system. As we age, our immune response changes. It doesn't bounce back as quickly. In some people, it weakens. In others, especially those with autoimmune issues, it can become too reactive. And this is where clove and cinnamon come in. Clove contains a powerful natural compound called eugenol. It's known to stimulate white blood cell production, which is essential for fighting off viruses and bacteria. Cinnamon, meanwhile, has strong antimicrobial properties that can help reduce the spread of infection. On their own, these are great benefits, but together they may stimulate the immune system more strongly than you realize. For someone with a healthy immune balance, this might be a good thing. But for someone with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or thyroid conditions, that boost might feel more like a flare-up. That's exactly what happened to Rita, a retired art teacher from Missouri. At 68, she started drinking clove and cinnamon tea each morning, after reading about its immune benefits. She felt good at first, but after a few weeks her body started feeling off. Achy joints, fatigue, a sense of being wired but tired. Her rheumatologist helped her trace the reaction back to the tea. Not because the drink was toxic, but because her body was already fighting hard enough on its own. Rita wasn't doing anything wrong. In fact, she was trying to care for herself. And that's the real lesson here. Natural remedies still have real effects, especially when your immune system is already sensitive. The key is to pay attention, to adjust, and to choose what supports your unique body, not someone else's. Blood sugar. Stable for some, dangerous for others. Now let's talk about blood sugar. This is one of the areas where clove and cinnamon really shine. Cinnamon in particular has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. That means it helps your body use insulin more efficiently, making it easier to keep blood sugar steady. Clove appears to support this effect, though researchers are still figuring out how. For someone with pre-diabetes or mild insulin resistance, this can be incredibly helpful. Drinking clove and cinnamon water before meals might prevent spikes. It might even reduce sugar cravings. That's empowering. But there's another side to the story. If you're already on medications that lower blood sugar like metformin or insulin, adding a strong natural blood sugar reducer can push you too far. It can lead to hypoglycemia. That means low blood sugar, shakiness, dizziness, even fainting. And those events are far more dangerous after 60 than they used to be. This doesn't mean you have to give up cinnamon. It means you need to be aware of how your body responds. Track your levels. Talk to your doctor if you're making changes. And remember, the best medicine is the one that works with your body, not against it. Digestive balance or disruption. Many older adults deal with bloating, slow digestion, or that uncomfortable full feeling that lingers long after eating. In that sense, clove and cinnamon water can feel like a gift. Clove helps stimulate saliva and digestive enzymes. Cinnamon encourages food to break down faster and move more smoothly through your system. When taken together in small amounts, they may reduce gas, settle your stomach, and even help your body absorb more nutrients from the food you eat. But again, the dose makes the difference. Spices are strong. If you've ever eaten something with too much cinnamon or clove, you know the burning or irritation it can cause. That same irritation can happen inside your stomach lining if the tea is too strong or if you drink it too often. Walter, a 74-year-old widower from Arizona, found this out the hard way. After a friend recommended clove and cinnamon tea for digestion, he made a big batch and drank it every afternoon. At first, he felt great. The bloating was gone. His meals sat easier. But after 2 weeks, his stomach started to rebel. Sharp cramps, nausea, and a strange burning sensation that wouldn't go away. His doctor later explained that the strong spices had irritated his stomach lining. Walter wasn't allergic. He just needed less. Now he still enjoys the tea, but only twice a week, and always with food in his stomach. The lesson here is simple. Even natural things can act like medicine, and all medicine needs the right dose, especially as we grow older and our digestion becomes more sensitive. Heart health boost or blood thinning risk? Heart health is a top concern for many older adults. It's one of those things we start paying closer attention to after 60. And here's where clove and cinnamon often get a lot of praise. Both spices are known to reduce inflammation, lower bad cholesterol, and even support better circulation. Cinnamon in particular can help lower LDL cholesterol while gently raising HDL, the good kind. Clove may help by reducing plaque buildup in arteries and calming inflammation that contributes to high blood pressure. When used in moderation, this combination can be a natural support for your cardiovascular system. It's why many people feel lighter, less swollen, and even more energetic after adding these spices to their routine. But this is also where things can quietly turn. Both clove and cinnamon have mild blood-thinning properties. That means they can slow the clotting process. Not a problem for someone in perfect health, but for someone already taking aspirin warfarin or another blood thinner, adding this tea every day could increase the risk of bruising or even internal bleeding. What makes it tricky is that you often don't feel the effects until something small turns serious. A nosebleed that doesn't stop, a bruise that keeps spreading, a cut that takes too long to heal. These may be signs your blood is too thin. So if you're taking heart medications or blood thinners, this drink might still be possible, but it needs to be part of a thoughtful plan. A small cup once in a while might be fine, but daily use could tip the balance. The point isn't to scare anyone away from natural help. It's to remind us that natural still means powerful. And our hearts, especially after 60, deserve a balance between care and caution, inflammation and pain relief, but not for everyone. Now let's talk about something millions of seniors live with every day: joint pain, stiff knees, sore hands, that dull ache in the lower back that never fully goes away. For many, chronic inflammation is the quiet thief of energy, comfort, and independence. This is where clove and cinnamon really shine. Clove's eugenol has been used for centuries to numb pain and reduce swelling. Cinnamon contains polyphenols that help block inflammatory signals in the body. Together, these two can calm the kind of low-grade inflammation that builds up over time and leads to arthritis, muscle tension, and even fatigue. That's why many seniors feel a sense of comfort after sipping clove and cinnamon tea. The warmth, the ease, the feeling that maybe today will hurt a little less. But again, the same power that brings relief can also carry risk. In some people, especially those with liver conditions or who are taking multiple medications, certain compounds in these spices can strain the liver or affect how drugs are processed. Cassia cinnamon, the most common type sold in stores, contains coumarin, a substance that in large amounts can be toxic to the liver. This doesn't mean you need to throw your spices away, but it's a reminder that your liver works hard. It filters your blood, processes medications, and breaks down chemicals, even natural ones, from the food and drink you consume. So if you're already taking several prescriptions or have a history of liver issues, talk with your doctor. You might choose Ceylon cinnamon instead of cassia, or reduce how often you drink the tea. That way you can still get the benefits without asking your liver to do too much. Brain benefits or hormonal imbalance. As we grow older, we begin to notice the little slips. Forgetting where you left your keys, struggling to recall a name, losing your train of thought in the middle of a sentence. These changes can feel scary. They can also feel lonely. But here's something encouraging. Certain foods and spices, including clove and cinnamon, have shown promise in supporting brain health and memory. Cinnamon has been studied for its ability to protect the brain from oxidative damage. It may help slow or even prevent the kind of protein buildup seen in Alzheimer's. Clove, with its antioxidants, helps reduce inflammation in the brain, keeping the mind sharper and more responsive. For Thomas, a 72-year-old from Oregon, these findings came at just the right time. He had started noticing that words escaped him more often. Conversations felt foggy. He didn't want to jump to medications, so he began adding clove and cinnamon tea to his morning routine. Slowly, he began to feel clearer, more present. He says it was like someone cleaned the dust off his mind. But even here, there's a quiet note of caution. Both spices may influence hormone levels slightly, especially in higher amounts. For women on hormone replacement therapy or men with prostate concerns, this might be something to keep in mind. While the effects are subtle, they're worth paying attention to. And that's the theme across everything we've talked about. These spices are gifts, but even a gift must be opened wisely with respect for how your body changes as you age. The dose dilemma: how much is too much? Let's close the body of this video with the most important practical question: how much is safe? For most older adults, drinking clove and cinnamon tea 2 or 3 times per week is perfectly safe and may offer noticeable benefits. That might look like adding 5 to 10 whole cloves and 1 or 2 cinnamon sticks to a small pot of boiling water, letting it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, then sipping it slowly throughout the day. But when people hear about health benefits, they often want more. More tea, stronger doses, daily routines, and that's where problems can quietly begin. Overuse can lead to liver strain, digestive upset, or unwanted interactions with medications. It's not about fear, it's about finding your balance. If you're new to this, start small. Watch how your body reacts. If you're on medications or managing chronic conditions, check in with your doctor. And most of all, remember that your health is not about doing the most. It's about doing what's right for your body, your history, and your future. A gentle reminder about the power you hold. If you've made it to this point, I want to thank you, not just for watching, but for caring about your body, for staying curious, for wanting to do right by your health, even in small ways. There's something comforting in knowing that the tools to feel better might already be in your kitchen. That something as simple as a warm cup of clove and cinnamon tea can offer real support. But today's video was about more than a recipe. It was about wisdom, about understanding that what supports one person might overwhelm another, that even natural things carry power, and that your body, especially now, deserves care that's both gentle and informed. As we age, it's easy to feel like the world moves too fast, that the advice is always changing. But here's something you can hold on to. Your health is not about doing everything. It's about doing what matters most for you. And that can start with one small change. One cup, one check-in with your doctor, one choice to listen to how your body feels. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are right on time to take a thoughtful, healing step toward the strength and balance you deserve. So let me ask you, have you ever tried clove and cinnamon water? What have you noticed? Or if this is new to you, how do you feel about giving it a try? I'd love to hear your story in the comments. If something in this video helped you, if it made you feel seen, or just sparked a little curiosity, let us know. Please like this video if it brought you something meaningful. Subscribe to the Longevity Secret channel for more gentle, empowering guidance just like this, and stay with us. There's more coming to help you feel stronger, steadier, and more supported in every season of life. Until next time, take care of your body, be kind to yourself, and remember, even the smallest steps can lead you towards something beautiful. See you in the next video, and until then, be well.